Hey there, today we're going to go through some splits, and I'm not going to show you the extreme splits or anything like that. I'm here to help you. That's why you're subscribing to me. So I'm going to show you how to prep for the splits by holding certain positions longer than I'm holding them today, if you'd like to. And it has to be a constant practice. Otherwise, you're not getting anything. You're getting the peanut butter without the jelly. You've got to have them both together. It's the way to go. So first off, what you want to do is make sure that you don't have a hip or a knee issue. Otherwise, you just need to leave it alone, okay? That's another life. Maybe we'll come back as a locust or something. Now, take that left leg back, right knee is forward. So you're setting up for your pigeon. Drop the left hip in line with the right foot, and then drop the right hip down. At any point this feels uncomfortable, you can roll up a blanket and put it underneath and come down and breathe. Now, usually the right hip or the left hip are completely different. So your right hip might be a little bit tighter and your left hip might be a little bit looser. So in this pose, you might have to hold it a little bit longer, because what you're trying to do is every time you exhale, your breath is going in and it's massaging the fascious tissue to help release the tightness. So continue to breathe through it and relax all the way through it. My right hip's a little bit tighter, so I might stay here for like 2 minutes. I'm kidding. Exhale, release the fingertips down, tuck the toes under the back foot, and we're just going to do a magical switch. So bring that left leg through, right foot is back, and come on down. Once you come down here, you can rest onto a block if you need to, and find a little prayer. And once you find that little prayer, start to breathe into that left hip socket and really visualize it, see it inside your mind's eye. So virtually your breath is going inside the tightness of your hip to help release it. A lot of times the reason why pain is still in our bodies or we're still hurting is because our minds are keeping it there. So what we have to do in yoga is to go in and breathe into it. And that's called savadhyaya, self-study. Exhale, release the fingertips down, tuck the toes into the back foot, and bring it back. Now, we're going to keep with the forward motion. I want you to step that right foot up. Once you step that right foot up, you're in a low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, release the right hand inside. If this is too much for you, you can rest onto a block. You can come down onto your forearms if you're okay with this, but make sure that right kneecap's not going off and buying a timeshare without you. Hold it down and breathe. Now to lubricate the hip joint, what I want you to do is put the left hand in, take that right hand inside. So thread it through like a needle. Tuck the toes under. We're just going to coil in. Inhale, chin at the chest, and exhale, look forward. Inhale, and exhale. You can do that 3 more times if you're feeling it. 1, exhale, and 2. Exhale, 1 more. Coil in, and exhale, release. Take that right hand, take it back. If you get stuck, just scream really loud. I might be able to hear you. Step up left, fingertips inside. And pay attention to where the lines of your hip abductors are going. They can move in 5 different directions, okay? You don't want to be going here and there. Here we go. Right hand forward, look forward, inhale, tuck the toes, lift up, coil in, and exhale out. So your chin's coming into your chest. Inhale, lift up, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Let's do 2 more. 1, out, and 2, out. Now take it alongside, step it back. As you step it back, cross your ankles, rock and roll through. Extend the legs out long. As you lay down, don't get too comfortable. We're going to move through a little baby bridge, because what happens is when we start to irritate the hip socket, your little bitty guys, your nerves start to feel uncomfortable and start to scream at you. And they use profanity too. It's awful. Inhale, press the belly out, and then exhale, hollow. So by doing this posture, as you lift up, you're going to squeeze right below the lines. And as you squeeze there, it's going to help bring a mantle over the lines of your nerves. So they're going to be like, yay, we love you. And keep breathing through. Hold it for a few more breaths, as much as you can. If it starts to shake, pay attention to that inner earthquake and let it keep happening. And exhale, lower down. Now we're going to lubricate the hip joint by extending that left leg out long. Point the toe, take the hand, your left hand, press it down because you don't want this guy to come up. And lift up that right leg, and then we're just going to circle. 1. If your hip cracks, it's okay. So does mine. And exhale, and you're like, what is that? It's just the tissue, bone rubbing against it. If it starts to crack or it hurts, then we need to talk. You can ask that question later. I might have an answer. One more. And exhale. Now other side, you can't be unbalanced, okay? I want you to leave here like, hey, you told me to do split, and now look at me. Open and down. Open and down. Open and down. 2 more. Lift it up. Take it down. Last one. Lift it up and take it down. Bring it back in. See? Snap, crackle, pop. Rock forward. Now bring the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Grab hold, inhale, and exhale. So this line of your butterfly is trying to lubricate your hip joint. If you're feeling like you need to move and restless in it, you can always just bounce a little bit and watch some TV or watch me, and it will help as well. But the yin side of yoga, half of the base of all yoga, is to hold a posture. So you can let it become more aggressive through the lines of yang or be more yin. And then exhale. Cross your ankles, come back onto your knees. So we're still trying to work on these forward hip flexors. Bring that right foot center. Now once you're there, take the shoe off your foot, take the fingertips just above. Once you take the fingertips just above that right knee, make sure that left foot is still in line. Lift the fingertips up high towards the sky and sink down into the hips. As you sink down into the hips, pay attention where that point where it hurts, and where it hurts, breathe into it. If it's too much pain and you can't breathe, then please release it out. Continue to breathe, but release it out slowly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Releasing it down. Now once you have it here, you can come back inside and hold if you're staying here today. If you feel comfortable, the next line is to tuck the toes under of that left foot and start to rock it back. As you're rocking it back, you're taking Ardha, which is half Hanumanasana. So it's kind of like a Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford movie, like with the monkey brains. Half monkey, not full monkey. So as you rock it back and forth, if you feel it, it's like, okay, I can move now, start to move the knee back. When you start to move the knee back, you can start to take it further. And as you go down, and take it down. Now, at any point you're like, you can rest right there. See, this block just appeared. It's awesome. It's like, oh, okay, I'll help you. But if you're okay, just hold it here. At any point you'd like to go further, you can bind, you can do anything you'd like to, but make sure that your joints are warm. You don't want to be out in the snow or in an icy storm and be like, yay, now I'm going to do splits. All right, it doesn't work that way. Oh, hello? Sorry, it's my pager. All right, left side. Tuck the toes if you need to, or come down inside. Once you have that, bring it back around and rock back. Listen to the wave of your breath, and don't be cruel. All right, that's probably, Splinter trying to get my attention. Like, we have another job for you, Leonardo. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Wait up. And if you get stuck, once again, you can press a button and I'll bring you out. Now once you feel that, Look forward. This time, once you step it up, but don't bring your feet all the way together because a lot of action is happening right there today, kids. Looking up. Now, we're going to step back left into a wide stance. So I'm not showing you extreme Cirque du Soleil action. I'm just showing you how to get your own yoga satisfaction because everybody wants to know about splits. Now breathe into your hip abductors. Now as you breathe into your hip abductors here, take the fingertips of your right hand and your left hand, and I want you to roll your inner thighs out. So exhale, dropping in, take the fingertips right on the crease of your hips so the thumbs come behind. And get to that edge. Once you feel it, exhale, drop the left knee down and then the right knee. So you're in Bakasana Frog. And in your Bakasana Frog, what you want to do is make sure your knees and your ankles are in one line. So you feel like a frog on a lily pad. Take the palms of your hands together and breathe into it. And you start to rock back. Now this might not happen today, but this is prepping for a full center split. Start to breathe into your hip abductors. Remember, visualize. And try to hold this for 2 to 5 minutes. And if some moments you can take it a little bit longer, just know that you can always rock forward or rock back. Exhale, release the fingertips down, wide stance. I'm going to turn my back at you because I feel like it because you're so rude. Release it down here. Now, find a really good wall. There's enough space. I have really big cabinets in my house, so when I get home sometimes I'll sit there and I'll read a book in this position because it helps to lubricate and lengthen the tendons. So as you lay down, find a good wall and open up. Once you open up, let the points of your ankles face the ceiling and start to roll and open up. As you roll and open up, this line, this weight of gravity is going to help push you down. Once that gravity pushes you down and you feel it, at any point you get tired, you can soften your knees, take the palms of the hands outside, and bring it back together. Now, if you're not on the wall and you want to do something different, you take the fingertips underneath you. Inhale, bring the soles of the feet together like flipper. And open. Hello, hips. And now drop it down. Squeeze and lift it straight up. So you're strengthening the inside and outside lines of the hip abductors that we do not use. Okay, if you're using them, then maybe you're a dancer or something. Open up and bring it together. Squeeze and lift it straight up. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale up and open. Close and bring it up. And then open it back up. Exhale, close, cross the ankles, rock it up, turn around, look over your shoulder, walk down to your mat and sit on down. My hips are really warm right now. They're gonna hurt. Make sure you do at least 5 sun salutations before you take a journey on that, because otherwise you're going to be like, oh, because that needs a little bit of synovial fluid right there and right there. Thank you. And know that you can subscribe and you can learn those sun salutations to prep you for this. You want your body to be warm. Sometimes the best thing you can do is get out of the hot shower, jump on your mat, and briskly move through a practice, because you can always take another shower afterwards if you need to, right? You just want everything to be warm, so don't do yoga with your refrigerator door open. And remember that you need to follow me on Facebook, because I want to see your face too, and follow me on Google Plus and Facebook and all the rest of that jazz so we can socialize together. Any questions, any comments, feel free to ask, and know that I'm here to help. Namaste.